It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. Welcome, everybody. We have the great Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Los Angeles Lakers. For the Lakers, they come in off a win in their last game against the Mavericks at American Airlines Center, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum.
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And before... All right, David, thanks.
And for a franchise that competed for the Western Conference Championship a number of years ago, it's really been a lot of turmoil.
Some changes here for the Kings. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Barnes comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. E.G. and Lee, and he's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Randall. Luol Deng is checked in for Ingram. And the Professor subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. So the Lakers 5 right now. The Professor in at shooting guard. Gian Lean is out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Russell. And it's Deng in at the 3. Here's Russell. Drops in the breakaway layup.
On the fast break, D'Angelo gets a good release down court. Finishes the job there.
And concerning all the drama that seems to surround the Kings, you know what cures all of that? Winning.
Yeah, and the best teams in the league, they win with camaraderie. They win with integrity and trust. The Kings are knocking on the door, but they still have some ways to go.
And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Lakers.
And they love to spread the floor with shooting. A lot of three-point attempts, and that's been the league-wide direction, and this group has been no exception.
The first free throw is good.
And for the Lakers, much relief this summer when they retained their top draft pick. Their pick was top 3.
No easy buckets now. Hustle up. Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there.
Fast break last season. 5th best, the Kings.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And the Lakers with the much-needed talent infusion adding to the young core of D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, and Jordan Clarkson.
And now with last season's farewell tour to Kobe Bryant in the rearview mirror, they can really commit to looking forward and rebuilding.
Deng can't get it to go. Barnes with it. He's picked up by Deng. Collison gets a wide-open look, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And you can see it in Prez's eyes. There is no way he's missing that 3.
And when he wants to hit from deep, it's almost as if he wills it in if you let it.
Sacramento again missing.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Up the floor, here's the Professor. Prez finishing off the play with the dunk. He won't miss many of those.
And you can just see him psyching himself up after a play like that. Nice slam by Prez.
And Prez came into the NBA early, as is so common now, but he still has the support of his loving mom. And the two are as close as any in the league, and she still hounds him to take care of himself.
Well, that's what moms are best at, huh? I heard she will still send him care packages with food. I'm sure some of his teammates might rib him on that, but nothing beats a home-cooked meal from mom. I don't care who you are.
E with the steal. the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Caspi is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Garrett Temple. Then there's Kufis. And it's Collison at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Another steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And, you know, Young feels comfortable shooting from the mid-range area. I mean, he really has continued to develop that jump shot over time.
Another steal. Here's the professor, and a strong finish with 2 hands. And you figured it was coming with his time playing for USA, but Prez has quickly become a very well-connected player in the NBA.
It certainly started there, but in general, Prez is just a really gregarious guy. The league is a little buddy-buddy nowadays, and Prez fits right into that whole environment.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Kufis. Gay comes in for Caspi. And it's a Flalo in for Darren Collison. And the professor picks up the foul.
I'm Greg.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
And so here's Sacramento. It's a 16-point game. Feeds it to Temple. Lock at 6. Gay passes to Cousins. Looking to end the run.
You know, the mixture of power and balance really makes Randall a threat defensively. And for the Lakers, 5 different head coaches now, counting interims, in the last 5 seasons. Not a bunch of stability on that bench.
Williams gets the bucket.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Screen by Cousins. And Temple kicks to a Flalo. Here's Cousins. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Knocked loose. Here's the professor, and he dunks it down.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Tolliver kicks to Temple. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Randall dishes to Williams. And the basket is good.
Kevin, you look at Williams, and he's rather slight and big.
And so a pretty lot.
Good work, guys. Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or tacos?
Welcome back, everybody. Temple has checked in for Sacramento. And then for Los Angeles, Nancy's checked in for Mozgov. And the professor's subbed in for Clarkson. And Julius Randle, a good ball handler for his size.
Yeah, and you know what, Kevin? He's like our colleague, a left-hander. I mean, he loves to attack off the bounce, and whether he's working from the elbows or hauling down a defensive rebound and taking it the full length of the court, he wants to get to the basket off the dribble.
So the Lakers 5 right now. The professor in a two-guard. Hands out there with Randall. Then it's Ingram. And it's Russell in at the point. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And that sends Rudy Gay to the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And the Kings making a change here. Goofus is checked in. And Rudy Gay, extremely versatile, has the size and athleticism to play a number of positions. He produces. But for some reason, you know, Greg, people always seem to want more out of the guy.
Yeah, some of the disrespect I think he deals with is because he hasn't played on a lot of winning teams. Greater efficiency and tougher defense are a couple of areas where he's still trying to improve. A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Screen by Cousins. Collison, the pass to Temple. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from the professor.
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Matt Barnes is checked in for Rudy Gay. And then for Los Angeles, E.G. and Lee, and he's checked in for Julius Randle. Dang comes in for Ingram. Young is subbed in for Russell. The offensive rebound, Young. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Young's got 7.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Basket counts.
And you have to admire the penetrating ability of Young, just slashing apart the defense with his speed.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Caspi. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
There he is.
We'll
Yo, Press, Ernie and the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
All right, let's get it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson, the professor,